Gregory L. Vetter.
Come on!
Gregory is a three-time All-American, second team, third team, and honorable mention, and a three-time All-Centennial Conference defenseman. In his senior year, he was named a North-South Senior All-Star after leading the team to a 10-5 record in the Centennial Conference Tournament Finals. Vetter saw the conference tournament final every year he participated in and won the title sophomore year in 2003. In his first 3 years, the team made it to the NCAA tournament and were semifinalists in his junior year of 2004. In his career, he totaled 3 goals, 2 assists, and 110 ground balls as a defenseman. After graduating Washington College with a degree in business management, Vetter went on to become a CEO, author, and entrepreneur. He was named the 2014 INC Magazine Entrepreneur of the Year and was a 2015 EY Entrepreneur of the Year finalist. Vetter currently resides in Annapolis, Maryland, and his favorite hobby is spending time with his wife, Genevieve, and his 4 children, Broadley, Severn, Waverly, and Forrest. Washington College considers it an honor and a privilege to induct Gregory L. Vetter into the Athletic Hall of Fame this 24th day of October 2025. Yeah. That's right. It has actually been 20 years since I graduated. Not around, it was. And they found the youngest photo of me ever taken at Washington College. Sure. That may have been on a recruiting visit. That's my actual photo. I was joking with everybody. I wrote a book, and now is a part of the business management curriculum. And if you had told me in 2005, when I was barely going to graduate on time, that a book of mine was going to be a part of the business department's curriculum before I got into the Lacrosse Hall of Fame, I would not have believed you. Because I always joked with my dad. He goes, "Oh, you're a student athlete." I go, "That's not how I do it. I am an athlete student. I went here to play lacrosse, and I'm going to hopefully get a degree from it." Yes. I did have to write a letter asking to graduate on time this time. But I do want to thank everybody. Brian Matthews was here when I was here. Thad was here. Obviously, this whole table was here before me by, it sounds 100 years, but you guys are aging like fine wine. So I'm not sure your age, but you guys are fabulous. But I would say the people here tonight, you talked about community. And when I graduated, I was able to play professionally for a couple of years. And the first thing that I did was I went and I coached youth lacrosse. And it was one of the most important things that I ever did in my life because it taught me what it actually means to give back. And I was coaching a U13 team before I had kids. I don't even know if I was married at the time. But it really set the stage for me to figure out how to be a leader. And I started leading here. And as I look around and I look at all of the people that have had a massive impact on my life, it all comes back to everything that I learned being a leader here. After the fall, they did a depth chart. That was when kids were not soft. And you put depth charts in the locker room when you walked in to see where you ranked. And so I looked at the depth chart after the fall, and I was dead last. Out of every kid, dead last. And I had a big goal. I wanted to start as a freshman. Well, how am I going to start as a freshman if I'm the worst player on a team? And so I had to get to work. And so that was the first time I learned about goal setting, hard work, sacrifice, and what it was going to take. And that year I did end up starting as a freshman from being dead last. And if you look at my career, it was only about hard work. I didn't have much talent. When people ask me like, oh, wow, that's really great, all the things you did, I go, I just worked harder than everybody else. I sacrificed more than anybody else sacrificed. I was willing to do anything to accomplish my goals. And so I wrote a book about the first business that I grew, and I've been on a book tour all around the country, and people ask, what's the greatest thing that you learned in college? What do we need to learn in college? And I said, what you need to learn in college is you need to fight for something. Mine was lacrosse. That is what I wanted. I wanted greatness, and I was willing to sacrifice anything for it, come hell or high water. And I got it. And then in business, I got it. And I met my wife here. And we have 4 beautiful children. And my brothers are here. And they supported me in college, and they supported me professionally, and we went in business together. And my parents were here. And they're here right now. And they helped me. They paid for me to go here. The only reason I didn't get kicked out is because we paid full tuition. As a side note. That is a straight up fact. And when I had the mayor, the chief of police, the president, all of the deans, the athletic director, my coach, and my parents in a boardroom to kick me out, I brought that fact up. Said, I am 21, I'm an All-American, and they pay full tuition. So I got to graduate. But the purpose and the honor that I have here of getting this is, it's not validation for me, because the impact Washington College has had on my life is represented every day. I look at my wife. I met her in Martha Washington Square. She was wearing embroidered watermelon pants. And the first thing I said to her was, hello, you nice pants. We weren't dating at the time, but she never forgot that. She still has the pants. And she can still fit in them. Let's go. Give her a round of applause. But what I'm happiest about in terms of this Hall of Fame moment is my kids. They get to be here. And I'm glad it took this long for me to get in, because my kids can be here to see this. And they can see that all the stories I've told them were not made up. That maybe at one point in my life, I was pretty fast and pretty mean. And the only stats you didn't bring up were the penalties, which is really why I was good. I was just meaner than everybody else. So I want to thank everybody for this moment. I want to congratulate all of the other inductees tonight. I know how hard it's been in life, regardless of what's going on in the world. And it's beautiful to have little moments like this where we can all come together and celebrate something as magnificent as sport. So congratulations to everybody, and thank you, Sarah.